So let's summarize what we have learned here. So we have seen what is a bare bones P2P cycle. P2P for procure to pay. There are 4 transactions: purchase order, goods receipt, invoice receipt, and vendor payment. We know how to create a PO. We know how to receive goods. The transaction for it is Miro. Transaction for this is ME21N. We know how to post an invoice. This is, this is MyGo, this is Miro, and this is F-53. We know how to perform each of these transactions. We know what is a plant. We always refer to a plant when we create a purchase order. And we also know what is a storage location. So in Chicago plant, we had 3 different storage locations. And we know what is search help. If you want to look up a vendor, you know how to look up a vendor. There are different ways in which you can search. These are called search criteria. And we also know how to use wildcard search, meaning we use star as a wildcard operator here. So if you want to search for a vendor in Chicago, you could do star CHIC star, which will pull up all the vendors in the city that has the name like CHIC. It could be Chicago, or it could be any name with that particular subset of strings. And we know how to check the stock level. After we receive the goods, how do we know that the stock has really increased? You check the stock level by going to MMBE. And we know the different kinds of messages. There are warning messages. There are error messages. A warning message is something that you can just walk through, and an error message is something that you have to fix before you proceed forward. And we know how to create a PDF of a purchase order, for example. These are called messages in SAP. So you can print preview a purchase order, or you can issue an output by going to a particular transaction, ME9N. Select that PO and then click on output message. And we also know what are transaction codes. This is the first section where we are interacting with the SAP GUI. So just make sure that you go to extras, settings, and check on the technical flag. That way you can see the transaction codes that you're executing in the easy access SAP. We also know posting periods. Now this is a little bit outside of the realm of MM, because you don't need to really ever do this in a productive system. However, because you're just learning SAP MM and you don't have the help of a FI consultant like you would do in a productive system, you got to fix these problems yourself. And we have already seen all the problems that you encounter: material posting periods, finance posting periods, and the different transactions that you have to do to fix these. For material posting periods, you have to go to MMPV, and for finance posting periods, you go to OB52. Either way, you fix the issues with reference to financial postings and material postings, and you should be able to take care of all the issues typically that you encounter with posting periods. All right, that's a wrap.